Hey everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Welcome back to
K&K Crochet.
Alright, so if you've seen, some of you've seen on Facebook, I don't think I put it on our YouTube, that I went shopping the other day for some yarn that I needed for me to create something for me. I rarely do that, and here recently I've been on a kick. After everything I've done for Christmas stuff, I've kind of like put everything on the back burner for Christmas. There are still some items I need to get done. They are little items I could do in a day, or they are these huge projects that are sitting right here that say, make me, make me, make me. And on this side it says, don't do it. Because, what are you laughing for?
Don't do it, don't do it.
Because on this side I'm like, oh, it would be so nice to give that to them. And on this side it's being, but your hands are going to hurt. You know better, don't do it. Actually, I think those are supposed to be opposite, but anyway. Anyway, I have blankets in my head that I want to make. Nothing spectacular, just corner to corner or side to side, just basic chevron or something for friends. But yeah, it's a lot, right? And I've done several blankets this year, and while I have fallen in love with not making, but creating blankets. Like, I'm not in love with the process that takes forever. But I do love the end result. I do love that you make something that's very, very useful. So, I probably will continue blankets. Yep. And matter of fact, this that I'm going to talk about is a blanket for me. And I've asked you guys before what you thought the blanket was going to be. And so I'm going to show you one of the colors that's in the blanket. And then again, you can guess down below and see what you think the blanket's going to be. This is for me. So that should give you, a little bit of a hint. But I told you I went to Joann's and they had 25% additional off of everything. So I did a pickup order online and went to pick it up. And y'all know how I feel about Red Heart. You know I love it. But you also know the catastrophe I had with the purple, the dark orchid, when I made a blanket for one of Jack's co-workers this year. And I didn't redo it. There's your answer to the burning question everybody wants to know. I did not redo the blanket, and I'm not going to. I think he'll appreciate it regardless. And if he doesn't, then that's okay. Because I made it with love for a good reason, and that's it. So I got this, which is Red Heart Spring Green. And that's probably not showing true to color. And I got this one.
Yeah, so
Hold the other one. And I got this one.
Kristen can hold it.
And I actually got 6. But right there, you can I think you can see
a little bit, yeah,
a color difference. But it could be light on it too. All 3 of these have a different manufacture date. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really aggravated because I guess their workers don't think, hey, they might be using this. But if I order 6 skeins of this, yeah, they need training. They need workers who know about crafting and Red Heart needs to make it plain. Are there color dyes or dye lots or are there not? You're putting dates on these and they're showing up different colors. So that's what I'm afraid of because the purple did that. So what I did, they're still together because I'm not going to leave it like this. I took all 3 different dates and I crocheted them up together. I can't tell a difference when they're crocheted together. Hopefully, I can't tell a difference when I make my blanket. But this is one of the colors. There's at least
3 more?
3 colors. There might be 4, but this is one. So down below, tell me what you think my blanket's going to be. This is one of my favorite Red Heart colors. I just think it's very bright and happy, and I actually have another project coming next month that I've already created with this, and it probably should have been a dark green, but I picked this up because it's what I gravitate towards, and I really like this color. I like spring green. I think it's very pretty, and yeah, we're gonna blame Ella for that because
Spring, did you hear that? She said she liked green.
Yes, but I'm wearing pink. But I do like spring green. I think Ella, a long time ago when I first started watching her, she was using spring green for a bunch of things. And I just fell in love with this color. I mean, if I'm going to use green, this is the green I prefer.
It reminds me of Frankenstein.
The project is not Frankenstein, I promise, even though I love Frankenstein. See, look there. It looks to me, I can't figure out how to hold it right because it doesn't work.
The one you're holding looks brighter. This
Yep.
one I'm holding looks
See, I can't figure out how to hold them right because of the camera. But yeah, they look different to me. But it could be lighting. I understand that. But even, I mean, it's not a huge difference. But even as Kristen was holding them up earlier, I looked at one of them and I said it looks sturdy. Like, it's not, but it looks like it has like a touch
And
of
also,
brown.
The dates aren't even close to each other.
Yeah.
Like,
What are they?
This one is 4/6/23. This one is 6/29/22.
And I can't even tell where you're finding that, so.
And 11/18/22. They're not even close. They're like almost year and
But this is
half.
what's on their thing. And I'm checking the dates, the labels too, because I have known them to put the wrong labels on things too. So, where are you finding dates at?
It's on the end of this. It says the year, the month, the day.
Okay, so see, I would not even be able to tell because it just looks like a bunch of random numbers together. So I'm going to put it up there where you can see.
See, it says the year, the month, and then the day.
2023, and I shake, I'm sorry.
Where is it? Where's my finger? Oh, there it is.
2023, 4/6.
06.
So April 6, 2023. Sorry, I shake by nature. It's like an inherited trait.
I do too.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a garden thing, and while we're on that, I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I've been going through some family pictures. If you're on my Facebook, then you know. I know a bunch of you aren't on my Facebook. That's a personal choice that I do. It just, yeah. If you're there, you're there. But
We went down a rabbit hole of photos.
yeah, and so we were looking for some family members, and I promised some family that I would go ahead and put it out there on YouTube because you just never know when and where you might be able to find who you're looking for, right? Because there are a lot of people on here who are from places that my family would have been from. So I have a cousin, it would have been my grandmother's niece, and her name was Mary Del Santo or Del Santo, I'm not sure which one, and she would have been from Chicago, and she would be, I don't know how old she'd be right now, or even if she's still alive. But I also have a couple other cousins but we're looking for her. I would say I never met her, but my other family has, and would like to reconnect with her or any of her family if they're still around. And I'm giving limited information because I want to know that people who contact us are actually those people. So I would need you to be able to tell me who her mom and dad were so that I could verify that it's the right one. But it would be in the Chicago area most likely. All of these people, that would be probably where they were from. She could have also been, part of her family could have been from California at one point in time in their life, and she may be there now. I don't know. She would be much older than I am. I should have figured that out. I'm not sure how much older. And then there's also a couple who would be probably in their 50s or 60s right now, and their one of them is Yolanda. Maiden name would have been Garten, and then the other one is Paulette Garten. Married name would be completely different, but those are maiden names, and their family would have originated in West Virginia, but they would be from Chicago, or would have at some point in life spent a majority of their time there, definitely their childhood and part of their adulthood too. So I didn't give parental names, so that way if they contact me, I'll know for sure who they are. So if you know anybody by that name and they have ties to West Virginia in the past, Yolanda and Paulette would definitely know, and if you gave them my first name, they would probably definitely remember. Mary, I'm not so sure. I don't know that she wouldn't know me, but I would know from talking to her whether or not that was who it was. So those are just people we're looking for because it's family members that we've lost touch with over time. Their father passed away, their mother passed away, and we no longer see them, or whatever. They lived in another state, and through the generations we've lost touch. I'm sure phone numbers have changed and all that kind of stuff. So if you know somebody who you think that might be those people, give them some information, have them contact me. They can email me, and we'll try to figure out if that's them. We would love to reconnect just because we miss them, and as we go through old pictures and we have very little family left, those are people that we would love to contact and meet up with. And also, as we talk about hats for bumblebees, which wasn't part of this, if you happen to know my brother from before and you were part of his life from before, then he was from Pennsylvania, and he was part of one of the churches up there. He was also part of a church in Hagersville, I think. Is it Maryland? I can't remember. It might be in West Virginia. I'll have to look it up. But if you knew a pastor from there, then contact us and let us know. We would love to know information and love to, just share stories and figure out what was going on. And I know that's kind of an open door for things, but that's why we didn't share a lot of information. We had really good luck with that a couple of years ago. I had some portraits of my uncle in the military. He was in Korea, and I was on Google one day just floating around and typed in his name, and an obituary popped up that we did not, we created the obituary obviously, but we did not post it on this particular site. And this was a site for military people, and he was recognized there, and one of the men who was in the military with him had commented and left a really nice note, and I just had his name. And I did some research and I put it out there on Facebook. And do you know, this man contacted me, and we were able to have a conversation about his past with my uncle and share a card back and forth, and I was just so thankful for that. So you never know who you might find along the way. Those connections are really important. And we will say again, don't forget to be kind, because
you don't know anybody else's journey.
And I will say, a little act of kindness goes a very long way.
Yes.
We were driving this morning, and there's a three-way intersection, and there's a yield sign a yield and a stop on two sides, and then or a yield and a stop, and then a three-way. And this guy stopped instead of going through like he had the right of way to do, because traffic had been sitting there forever, and motioned me on. I say, God, it could have been a woman, I don't know. Truck stopped, let us through. And do you know, it did a total 180-degree turn on my mood. I wasn't in a super bad mood, but I was a little frustrated with traffic and things that had been going on this morning, and that just totally did a complete turn of my attitude. And so sometimes those little things can make an attitude adjustment that's needed for somebody and give them a boost for the day. And it made me happy again to think about being kind to others. So sometimes it's the little things you do that don't cost a dime. Just a little bit of time, right? Don't forget to be kind. We love you. Bye.
Bye.